ACC PM. There he is in the ATL. He's getting ready to go bowling with Taylor, as a matter of fact.
He's already in sunny Tampa.
I'll tell you what,
I'll meet you there, Coach.
Around. Coach Key, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on? How are y'all?
We're good. First of all, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. All right. Some guys love recruiting, some guys don't. Big picture, I know you're thrilled as far as meeting needs. What is the best thing about this particular class before you see anybody compete next spring?
Probably the numbers, the number of guys we're able to bring in, the number of guys we got coming in mid-year. They can get in the program right away and really start developing and working towards helping us win.
When you look at this class, we just talked to Mario Cristobal, and we talked about need. You know, it's also about looking at the little pieces that you need. Where does Georgia Tech get better? I know you'll probably say everywhere, but the particular positions that you really wanted to address in this class this time around?
Yeah, everywhere.
I knew you would do that.
No, we've got two senior tight ends that are graduating, so we're able to bring in a couple of guys there at that spot that can really help in the run game. Two big, sturdy Y-type tight ends can also be effective in the passing game. We've got running back. Definitely need somebody to come in to replace Dante in the role he's had. I think we've improved the depth on the offensive line. We've got a lot of guys back on the O-line. Starters all returning, but being able to increase the depth there, quality young guys to develop in the program. Mm-hmm. On the defensive side of the ball, we're able to add some speed off the edge that is going to help us. Linebackers, I think we brought 4 or 5 guys in at the linebacker spot to really help that spot. And the thing is, too, there's some guys that might be here for 1 year. There's some guys that are going to be here for 4 years, and guys for 3 years. It's all across the board there to really get back to the stacking of class of guys as well. So all around, I think it's a good class, especially for the first signing day with still another, month and a half to go.
Coach, I see on there 3 4-stars. You don't seem to be the guy that's too concerned about 5-star, 2-star walk-on. You are a guy that likes football players, and you have preached toughness. And when you go out and recruit, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big a deal is the star system in this day and age of recruiting?
Yeah, I think there's something to it for sure. There's some guys we're sitting around waiting on right now that are still have not made their decisions. That they're highly rated guys, but they're also good players. So, are there highly rated guys that don't really fit the evaluation that we have? Yeah, there are. But are there probably more highly rated guys that do fit the evaluation? Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, you got to find who fits the best of your program, that allows you to elevate the program the way you have to year in and year out. So, I'm not somebody that's going to sit there and say, well, stars don't matter. We worry about this and worry about that. Well, yeah, everybody worries about evaluation. Everybody worries about finding the best kids for their program. Right, and if other people seem to agree that those guys are good players and they're elevated with their star ranking and those things, right, then it's going to probably elevate the program in the eyes of media and those things. So they go hand in hand. But at the end of the day, we're going to evaluate and find the best guys for our program.
Hey, we mentioned it earlier, Georgia Tech going bowling for the first time since 2018, so you're already down there in Tampa the last couple of days getting ready for UCF later this week. And a big congratulations, because that also means that you have to deal with the transfer portal and everything the last couple of weeks, and signing day, the early period, here simultaneously. We can talk about how hard that must be, but from a coach's perspective, walk us through what the last couple of weeks have been like, prepping for a bowl, and also making sure you're revamping your roster and shaping it to what it could be.
Yeah, it's exhausting. It really is. It's the big thing is to make sure that you're taking care of the players on your team. You have to make sure that the current roster is being you're pouring everything into those guys for this game. And we've got seniors on this team that will never wear the white and gold again. So by no means am I ever going to allow them to be shortchanged. So if I have to, myself, the staff, other people have to double up the amount of time that we're working in a day, in a week, to make sure that everything's being done at 100%. That's what we'll do, because we are not going to shortchange these guys that are playing their last game here come Friday night.
Coach, how do you find the balance with as goofy as the world is right now in college athletics, especially right now, transfer portal, NIL, National Signing Day, bowls? Where do you find the balance in addition to the fact you got holidays, family, and everything else?
Well, family's always going to be first. And when you come to a bowl game, I think that's the added advantage of the bowl game is it allows your family to come and be with you, to have fun. I mean, Harper's had a blast running around playing all week. The Gasparilla Bowl's done a great job of providing things for the kids and our families to do. But seeing her all week and the excitement she has and the fun she's having with other coaches and staff with their kids, seeing it through those eyes, that makes it even extra special. But I don't think you find a balance. I think you try to do the best job of every task that comes across, and time management's important. You've got to get rest, or you're not going to be able to make it. But you've got to be able to get the job done. At the end of the day, there's no excuses of why the job doesn't get done. Either it does or it doesn't. So that's the way I look at it.
Let's be honest, Coach. It's Harper's World. We're all just living in it, and including you. That means she comes first. Everything else comes second in this world. When you think back on your days, and we had the huddle on earlier with EJ and Eddie and Eric McLean and Coach Mark Rick talking about what they remember about being recruited back in the day and how special this was for you personally. I know you're doing it on the other side now. You have for several years, but what you remember as a player coming out of high school in this time and making that decision to go to Georgia Tech back in the day.
Yeah, it was something that came up late in the process for me. I was looking at other schools. It was late in November when I first received a call from Georgia Tech, and I came over and visited for a game, and then took an official visit and fell in love with everything that it had to offer. I don't think I realized at that point how special it was going to be, though, for me, and how it was going to affect and change my life for the better. The relationships that I would make then. You never realize that at 18 years old, 17 years old. But for me to be able to go back and tell these kids that we're recruiting now those stories that, whether it was 5 years ago or 25 years ago, the same things are going to take place. I understand what it's like to walk in your shoes on this campus and go to school here. So I think being able to relate back to that, I think, helps a ton.
Coach, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Congratulations on the class. Good luck this week against UCF. Should be a fun bowl game, and we look forward to seeing you in 2024.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. And Taylor?
There it is. We said it's Harper's World. She has her Dada bracelet right there, and he's rocking it.
There's the Dada bracelet. I think Tay was wearing his today. Several other guys, Jordan now is jealous and wants one, so several other guys. She'll be making a lot of bracelets when she gets home. But I appreciate you guys as always. Go Jackets, and look forward to seeing y'all soon.
Tell Harper we're putting in our request now too, so whenever she's ready, we'll take ours.
Pack, you look great in one.
You got it, Coach. Good luck,
Thanks,
man.
Coach.
We'll talk to you. Be good.